The Cowboys are the only NFC team to not make it back to the NFC Championship since 1996.
1996. Bless up. Let's keep it going.
Oh man, Dante, what is something that lasted longer than the TikTok ban?
Wow. Not much.
I got a good one.
Oh,
Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphrey's marriage.
that.
A little bit longer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. How long was the actual ban for? Do we know? Do we have a time? Had to be like 13 hours, I think. Maybe not even.
Probably not even that long, honestly.
It was an interesting.
Something like that. It was less than a day, though.
Definitely less than a day. It was probably, if I had to guess, like 12 hours, maybe like 11. Because it went down the night before it was supposed to. It went down a few hours early, and then I know it got reopened a few hours, obviously way earlier than anybody expected. So, interesting start to the segment, but yeah, weird ban. I guess we'll see how that
See how long it lasts.
comes to. What comes out of that whole situation. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. But otherwise, starts off. What's something? I have something good for you, but what's something amazes you, gives you the chills, no matter how many times you see it.
I have one answer for this. That was at all times. It is violins in an orchestra.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one that's gonna top them all for you. You can relate. It happens often, especially in 2024. It's a Saquon Barkley long run.
Yeah, isn't
The
he?
chills every time, and
Did he break the record? No, that was a
he
regular
has the
season record.
most rushing touchdowns over 60 yards in a season.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
He's pushing the playoff record and the regular season / playoff record combined yards.
Yes, I saw that he was pushing.
And he did break Steve Van Buren's Eagles playoff single game record too yesterday.
I have a question for you. Did you see the pre-game to the Eagles, like when they showed Brian Dawkins, on Fox or whatever channel it was on? It was Brian Dawkins and another Rams player, an older Rams player.
Oh yeah, that little like intro thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that.
Who was that?
The Rams player.
Yeah. Was
am
it
not
Eric
sure.
Dickerson?
It might have been.
I mean, he had glasses on, so I assumed it was Eric Dickerson.
It
Um,
might have been.
if it was, I was gonna say that was a very interesting placement for Eric Dickerson to put him on the thing after all the comments he had about Barkley. But
Well, it was for the Rams, but to give you a regular answer, I'm gonna go with. How about we go with like a nice mountain range?
it's always a good view. I would love to go see one. I would love to go like Colorado or Montana.
You can go right here in Pennsylvania. You got the Appalachians right here.
Oh well, where's Yellowstone? Yellowstone National.
It is. I forget where it's at. It's in a random state.
Montana, not Montana. Is it not Montana?
You could be right.
I don't know. But I always would like to go. I'd like to go do outdoorsy things. I'm not an outdoorsy person though. You gotta be a specific kind of person to be outdoorsy, and I'm just not that kind of person.
Yeah, I mean, I like the nature.
I love nature.
It's nothing too crazy. Yellowstone is mostly in Wyoming. But parts of it are in Montana and Idaho.
I know
It's a
something.
large, I guess, national park. Obviously, crosses some borders.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, Violins are my answer. Violins, doing any kind of music are just amazing. I think violins are probably one of the most beautiful instruments. So whenever I hear them, I get chills.
That's a good one. I haven't been to any orchestra stuff in a long time, so I
Oh
have to
man,
get back out there.
candlelight dinners, or candlelight concert.
Candlelight concert fever
Yeah,
things.
yeah, they
I look
try.
at those sometimes. I look at the anime ones, see what animes they're doing.
Oh, it's so. I heard it's so good. I've heard some of the audio of them because they put them on their Instagram sometimes.
There's a Harry Potter one too, but it's like I think it's only in Virginia.
I went to a Disney one, and I went to another one. I can't remember right now. I went to two, but they were both amazing
Yeah. Welcome back to the Unfiltered show.
as usual.
Another week, another happy week for the most part. We're hitting our resolutions. We're making Sal do some side quest push-ups and sit-ups.
Yes, sir.
I have done 32 push-ups so far today because it was during a chest workout. That's all I could do after bench pressing.
That's a fair choice.
I'll do the other 68 later.
I have to do 20. I've only done 25 today, so I gotta do 75 and 100 still. So I got time. I usually start at 8:30, and I do an hour every hour until 11:30. I do 25, and I'm done.
Whatever gets them done.
Exactly. Don't go by me. I'm psychotic.
Yeah.
It's a good week in
Otherwise-
Philly.
Did you read a book? Some part of your book this week?
No, I'm saving that for later. I'm gonna enjoy
December 32nd.
No. I'm not waiting till the last day of the year again. I told myself I'm going to read them early, especially because I might want to read more this year, hopefully. So I'm going to get on it early this year. I'm just going to... I want to get working
You
out
decide on the first book yet.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
All right. You're going to read the physical book, or are you going to read the e-copy?
I have
PDF.
I have the physical, and I actually have the Audible as well, just in case I ever wanted to listen to it while I was like driving or something. But I have both options.
Who is your Audible voice that you would choose to read to you from the book?
I'm pretty sure I chose Snape.
And who would you not want to listen to read the book to you?
The pink girl.
Umbridge.
Yeah, no.
That's fair.
I would choose Snape, and then I think my second choice would be Hermione.
Those are good choices.
I like Ron too. I don't know why. I think Ron reading it would just be funny though. So
It'd be good. I feel like he has a lisp sometimes,
I mean, same.
but I think those are good. I would probably choose. I don't know. Dumbledore might be up there, or Slughorn might be up there. He's got an interesting way of reading.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know who Slughorn is. You're gonna have to.
You'll get there. He's the professor. In the later books, that Dumbledore gets to come to the school.
Oh, okay.
And then he teaches defense against the dark arts, I think.
Oh, cool.
That's wrong. He teaches.
Oh, I'm learning just as well. So I don't know Harry Potter as well as the most, but I feel like it's a good series to start with. Honestly, it might be like the first series I've read.
He taught potions, obviously, because he teaches them all the different potions and stuff. But then he's important for Harry to get memories from about Voldemort.
Oh, that teacher.
He disguised himself as a couch when they first meet him.
Yes, I know who he is now. Yeah, he has a good voice too.
He'd be good.
No one wants to listen to Harry. Just nobody.
No, probably not. Maybe. I like Daniel Radcliffe. He's funny.
I do like Daniel Radcliffe.
I haven't seen his other stuff, but it looks interesting.
Daniel Radcliffe's other movies?
He has a couple other shows actually.
Oh.
One with Steve Buscemi, I forget what it's called, and then he was on Broadway for something. I forget.
He was. He was in Now You See It too.
He's in a new show now. I can't remember what it's called though. But would you like to start with the worst Philly stuff this week?
I feel like we should start with the best, and then we can just breeze by the worsts or the
Yeah.
rests, I
Well,
guess.
yeah. I guess the Eagles will take the longest anyway. So Eagles won. If you guys do not know yet, um, our predictions were not amazing. We were close on the score, honestly. I think you said 27-20, and I said
Uh,
28-24. Maybe the other way around. I don't remember.
Something similar, but yeah.
We were like 2 points off either way. I don't think Vaughn had 15 tackles, but he was making some plays.
He made a lot of great plays.
He only had 5 tackles.
Damn.
No one on the team had more than him, and Slay led the team with 5, and Gardner Johnson led the team with 5 tackles.
Yeah, I said this earlier. When we found out it was going to be a snow game, we probably should have, or obviously the bets would have to change during a snow. I wouldn't have bet that like Hurts or someone, AJ Brown, was going to catch a touchdown or score, if in a snow game. Let's be real here. In snow games, you're lucky that there are points even scored.
But yeah, Trotter sack. He did play, but did not get a sack. Hurts 200 did not happen. Obviously, Hurts 3 touchdowns. Snow affected it. Saquon 100 easy. Goddard 50 though did happen.
True.
And then obviously Devontae and AJ did not get 60. Although if they catch those 2 passes, they might get close to 60. So
AJ would have had 60 if he caught the ball twice.
And Devontae, if he doesn't get personal fouled, he probably catches that ball and has at least 50.
True.
If not more. I did say something to someone during the week about if it does snow, the RPO is going to be dangerous and they're going to rush for 300.
And
they got 285. Saquon, I said something about wanting 300 too. And then I think during the game, I don't know, I felt a Nolan Smith strip sack, and we did get that.
Yes, we did.
Jalen Carter got to be defensive MVP for the game for sure. Maybe honestly I guess you can't take it away from Barkley. So, but Carter 2 sacks, key sack at the end of the game, key pressure, 1 punched forced fumble, 1 near suplex. Yeah, he was a monster out there.
Yeah, I actually was saying during the game that he was due. I mean, he was having a great game all around, just making plays. But then at the end of the game, I said, if there's someone that we need to step up, it's him. He is the anchor of the defense. And sure enough, as soon as I said it, he did step up and he made the plays. I mean, you gotta love that as a young guy too. It's his second year. I mean, it's his first year as a true starter. Gotta be happy.
Okay. Key sacks from other guys, and he had a pass deflection, Jalen Carter too, at some point.
He did. We had a lot of pass deflections yesterday.
Nolan Smith had a sack. Najomo got a sack, and Jalix Hunt came around for a sack. Pass deflections we did have a lot. We had 10. 3 should have been interceptions.
3 should have been interceptions.
So I mean, if you want to talk about potential turnovers in the game, Stafford should have had 3 picks and a fumble. He had. Hurts had 1, probably could have been picked off on that deep pass down the sideline to AJ when he got double covered.
Yeah, I feel like AJ could have at least played a little better defense, but I remember saying that sometimes you can't throw those jump balls to the wide receivers because they don't play defense, and that was the key example.
Hard in the snow too. No one had their footing.
I mean, yeah,
especially on a comeback. I mean, if you're going deep and then you got to stop and come back.
But I think he was just throwing it to him in the end zone. It was a bad throw to the end zone. I mean, the ball probably could have the ball probably slipped or whatever. Regardless, I don't know. As a receiver, you should know if it's not a good ball, get ready to play defense. And I feel like sometimes our receivers are not. I mean, actually, Devonta definitely does play defense when he knows it's not a good ball. I recall seeing him deflect a pass or 2. So,
but otherwise, Slay had a couple good key deflections. One he could have probably picked. CJGJ and Bond made big tackles in the hole. Sweat's 1 tackle was huge. Rogers came in good for Quignon for the most part.
Yeah,
he did get the ball ripped from him the one time, but he played well otherwise. I mean, for them trying to pick on him, he made some key deflections. I mean, Puka and Cooper Cup are not the easiest to cover. Higby was killing us early, but they found a way to give us a heart attack, but also win. But yeah, I mean, the offense, obviously, Saquon looked amazing. Another two 60+ yards, touchdowns. Uh, Jared Verse, for all the shit he talked, he did have a good game. So good for him for backing it up mostly. But he probably learned don't talk shit in Philly, especially not about the fans.
True.
And yeah, I mean, otherwise, Hurts, I'd say, played a fine game. And obviously, it was tough to pass, even though, I mean, the Rams did throw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know. Kellen Moore definitely was not calling the best game.
Yeah.
He was. They were used not. It's they were killing us on short passes and then like breaking tackles, things like that. They had a couple deep balls that, the guys got open, made a good catch. I don't know why Kellen Moore was making all the receivers and tight ends go deep every play or whatever they were doing. It hurts miss a few passes for sure. On the safety, Goddard was there on a couple sacks. We kind of got knocked out of field goal range, so he could have did a little better with getting rid of the ball. The offensive line was having some struggles in terms of keeping their footing and holding protection. There was a couple free rushers right through that Kurtz kind of couldn't have done anything. But I mean, we got sacked 7 times. They got sacked 5 times. Clearly, like the lines just weren't what they were.
Yeah.
Due to the snow.
I wouldn't say that was the problem with the line. The bigger problem was all the penalties with the line. Yeah, we had I'm pretty sure we had 2 or 3 costly penalties on the line that one brought back a touchdown from Lane and one brought back a huge play, a huge screen pass from Becton. I remember those 2 off the top of my head. So, just gotta be clean, especially in big games like that, especially in big situations like that. The
only
screen
3 penalties for the game, surprisingly. 3 each.
The screen
refs let them play.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game to call in the snow. It's a tough game to play in the snow.
You're saying about the screen pass?
Oh yeah, the screen pass. I think we end up still getting a touchdown or something after that anyway. But like Lane,
the Goddard one. If that was before the half, I think it was before the half. That's when Hurts then got sacked. I don't know if that was the same drive or not.
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the touchdown that Lane Johnson got taken away from us ended up being a field goal, which is a big difference, and that almost cost us the game. So
I don't know how they saw that, but someone on the Rams was lined up like head to head with Jurgens illegally in the neutral zone, but they didn't catch that. I'm going to blame it on the snow, obviously, but I mean, you got to see both.
Yep, I
couldn't complain about the refs. I don't think there was any pass interference called the whole game.
No, I feel like it was a good called game. Just gotta let them play in the snow. Overall, team played well. If we just pick up on those little things that you basically hit already, I mean, we should be good to go next week. Washington versus Philly. Battle. NFC goes through the East. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think I'm going to go 35-28 Eagles.
You're seeing a lot of offense here.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be a battle.
The first 2 games, we won 22-16 in Philly, 26-18 in Philly, and then they beat us 36-33 when Hurts got hurt in Washington. The Commanders are hot, beat the best team on paper, number 1 seed in the Lions. Jaden Daniels playing out of his mind. I just still don't think their defense can hold us even.
I don't think so either.
I mean, even before Hurts got hurt, they were already killing them, right? 21. They scored 21 in the first quarter of that game.
And we almost won.
So, yeah, I mean, I think we settled the Commanders down a little bit. The defense just going to be the defense again. 31 to 20. We shut them down again. They were running all over the Lions. It's not going to happen against the Eagles. I don't care.
Yeah,
Kyron
no.
Williams had a lot of yards against us. That's on the snow. We missed some tackles, things like that. Clean it up, clean the tackling up.
Yeah,
we
I don't.
forced 5 turnovers against them last time. We'll do it again, hopefully. Offense, I do want to see a little more out of Hurts, get the ball out, especially now if his knee is a little hurt and he can't move the exact same way and all that. Get the ball out. And Kellen Moore, call slants. AJ Brown slant works. Honestly, it works 100% of the time. I don't care what anyone's. 100% of the time, you could call that play anytime, get 5-6 yards.
As long as he throws it.
More. Yeah, throw it.
And as long as he calls it.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he has to do. Call it. Run more across the middle, Kellen Moore. Hurts. You see that pressure coming. You can't move the same. Hit your check down. He hit him a few times yesterday, and then a couple times he was like, oh, no, I want a bigger play. But especially like back on your own end zone, you get the ball out quick. You can take what you can, just even if you have to punt,
Yep.
I think it's going to be a regular weather. It's just going to be cold. There's snow I don't expect. But yeah, I mean, I think our biggest key to the game next week is going to be keeping Jaden Daniels from getting those big chunk runs.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm not afraid of their receivers being our secondary. I don't really care. McLaurin's having a career year, but
Yeah, my biggest takeaway or key was going to be to make sure to tackle, especially Brian Robinson. He's a great running back. He looks for the contact. You could tell he tries to run through people. I don't think either game he played against us. He did amazing. I mean, I can't recall.
I'll tell you right now. I was about to look anyway. 63 yards and a touchdown the first game. So, decent.
That's a good game.
On 16 carries.
Not as great, but.
And then last game, 10 rushes, 24 yards. 2 fumbles lost.
So that's going to be huge. We have to.
Jaden Daniels, though, 81 yards rushing.
Yeah, I think containing him is obviously going to be another big key, but I like that we stopped Brian Robinson. I think if we stop him again like we did last week or last time, it's going to be a tough game for them. Our passing defense right now is really good, especially if Quinyon comes back. Our safeties and quarterbacks and linebackers, for that matter, are playing amazing coverage, and then our pass rush, as you saw this past week, is just terrifying. So if we can keep up that and make Jaden Daniels uncomfortable, I see just a bunch of turnovers again, hopefully, and hopefully we catch the ball this time.
Yeah, I'll blame that on this wet, cold, hard as a rock ball this week. Next week, things like that can change the game. So, and the Commanders are hot. I don't care who they were in the regular season. They beat the Buccaneers in a close one. They smoked the Lions, even though the Lions had plenty of injuries or whatever. They still outscored the best offense in the league this year. So
they're great. So they're scary right now.
They're hot. They have a lot of momentum. They're young. They have nothing to lose. They're not supposed to be here. They're hungry, I'm sure. And yeah, I mean, hopefully Quinyon plays. If not, I trust Rodgers to cover whoever the 2 receiver is.
Dwayne Brown. Oh, him.
Or
Zacchaeus.
Ertz is going to be key. You got to keep him out of the end zone when they get in the red zone.
In the red zone, got to look for Ertz.
McLaurin, just don't let him have those big plays, which we've been really good against him. Yeah, I'm not afraid of the run game, like I said. I think our pass rush can get there. We just have to contain Daniels, especially with N'Kobe out. Got to tackle. Offense, we already talked about it, find the stars. Find AJ, find Devontae, find Goddard, and Barkley. Just got to keep running like he's done all the season.
Yep. Hopefully Moore just calls better plays. I mean, we'll blame the snow for the play calls, and hopefully we're back to our regular offense next week in the cold weather.
Yeah, hopefully Hurts is fine too. He's gonna play. I mean, I don't think it matters, but Barkley's averaging 150 and 2 touchdowns versus the Commanders I'll give him that again. I'll give him another 152 touchdowns, and yeah, give me Hurts 2 touchdowns. One AJ, one Devontae.
I like that.
And then defense. Let's see. Defense. Give me another Nolan Smith 2 sacks. And Reed Blankenship pick.
He's back.
I think we got a decent punt return out of Cooper this week. Kenny looked good in the kick return though.
He did.
Kenny and Rogers.
Kenny looked amazing in the kick return. Kenny was a sleeper this week. Kenny was a
He made
big.
a few nice plays.
He was a big difference maker in the game this week. For the plays he was in for, he was just making do what he had. That's what it's a key backup player is right there. He's doing what he has to help us win. He's nothing extra, nothing less.
Just give Barkley that couple minutes of rest when he needs it.
Yep, he
And
blocks.
You make good plays out there, and then Barkley can take the top off.
He's not afraid to block. He makes good catches. He makes good moves. He goes for the first down. He runs vertical. He doesn't get too fancy, but like fancy enough to get up, get open and all. I mean, I love Kenny. Kenny's been playing amazing, and if he can keep this up, he's gonna be a dangerous key piece in the next week's game and the game after that.
Hopefully in the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. For me this week, I'm just going to go with A.J. Brown. He has to somehow pick it up after these past 2 games. So we'll go 8 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
All right.
I like to see it. Real quick, I guess, before we go on to the other Philly sports, we'll just get finished with the football. Who you got? Bills, Chiefs.
We're going to go with the Bills.
I think the Chiefs. Josh Allen still can't beat him in the playoffs. I need to see it first. Maybe he'll do it.
Hopefully.
But
if not, who will?
I don't know if Josh Allen's stats from last week are beating the Chiefs.
I don't know if Patrick Mahomes' stats from last week are beating the Bills.
Yeah, but the Chiefs' defense is much better than the Bills.
Absolutely right.
We'll see. Look, no shame in winning the Super Bowl off defense and running or whatever.
Nope. I mean,
quarterback doesn't need to be the MVP.
I was gonna say
be a guy
for the Bills and the Chiefs. The answer or the winner of that game is gonna be whoever has the less turnovers, because that's the thing about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. They're not playing amazingly, but they still don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, reminds me of a guy.
It reminds me of a guy I know who's also playing next week.
Who's trash, according to some people. Yeah. Next up, we got the Phillies. Nothing. Actually, we signed one of the Japanese pitchers. Not Sasaki.
He's on the Dodgers.
He went to the Dodgers along with Tanner Scott and the rest of the MLB free agents this summer or this winter.
Yep.
So it's the Dodgers World Series to lose again next year. Currently. And then Santander got signed today by the Blue.
Oh.
So he's gone finally.
Yeah, it didn't look like we were making any moves. We're just ready to run it back, so let's just run it back.
I mean, we still have they gave us the 5th best odds to win the World Series still. We're good enough to run it back.
I agree.
The Dodgers...
We just had a slump last year. We had an off year last year.
Just don't slump in the playoffs, you know? Obviously, our division will be harder this year. We'll get to all that later. Yeah, nothing has happened yet. We'll see. Maybe we'll make a trade coming up. Pitchers and catchers, 20-something days now. Next, the Flyers, who I feel like haven't played in a month.
They had like a lot of days off, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see, since last week. Since they beat the Islanders last Thursday. They beat the Devils on Saturday.
Huh?
And they play Tuesday. You guys will be hearing this on Thursday. They'll play Tuesday against the Red Wings and Thursday against Rangers. They are just a couple points outside the playoffs. But they've been playing well. They've, after losing 4 in a row, they've won 4 out of 5. Playing a lot better hockey. Giving up less goals, playing better defense, which obviously with them, since when they give a lot of goals, they really just can't get back in the game. Michkov scored again. Konechny scored another one. But yeah, hopefully they continue. Just to look good.
When do the All-Star votes for hockey happen?
Probably like around now.
Mm.
I think the All-Star break is in February sometime.
I think so too.
Like end of February maybe.
If you're a Flyers fan and then their votes are happening, go vote for your man Konechny to get into the.
Get Konechny in there for sure.
Yes.
54 points this year. That's top 10.
Yeah, he's been playing well.
It's literally top 10 in the league. So
yeah, he's been playing well. I know Konechny's been playing well. Obviously, does hockey have a rookie like skills game or a rookie game like NBA and all that does, or no?
I don't know. I think forget what they do. They do fun stuff. They probably do some rookie stuff though.
I know they do like the shootouts and the skill challenges and stuff. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully we can get like Michkov in some games, but if not, as long as we get one Flyer in there, it's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Sixers.
Sixers playing as well as you could possibly hope for. They've lost how many in a row now?
A lot.
5, I think.
Nice.
Y'all lost 6 in a row.
What place we in now?
And 9 out of 11. You know, Dante, as bad as we're playing, 1 game behind the Bulls.
Still.
Yeah, because the Bulls suck.
They've lost also 9 of the last 11.
They've lost last 5, but they've lost 7 of the last 10. So
here's my question, because honestly, I don't even want to talk about the Sixers. I just have questions that we can answer, and then we can move on.
First, for flag.
No, not even about tanking anymore. Everybody still has hope that we go to the playoffs, or everybody still thinks we're going to go to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm listening.
Why do we want to? I
don't want to go to the playoffs at this point. I just feel like they're going to win enough to make the bottom of the East isn't that good.
But so, as the team, why would we do that?
I don't know. I don't know if they can promote tanking again.
We're not tanking. But like
losing with style.
Why would we? Like, we'll still play Maxey. Why would we still play Embiid this year? He hasn't played at all. I can't remember the last time he's played. He's every other week.
Since like New Year's, I think.
Every other week, it's a new injury for Embiid. Clearly, he's not healthy, or he just doesn't want to play here. Either one of them has to be answered.
I think he's probably just not healthy.
And if that's the case, then there's no reason of forcing them back this year to be the worst team in the East, the 10th team in the East, to then have to play. It's just stupid. We're going to lose in the first round and waste time and a lottery pick. So if
do we even have
this pick this year? No, we don't.
How would it go to?
The Thunder.
Would it really?
Most likely.
I got a tankathon real quick. Okay, keep going.
For Paul George, why, if Paul George isn't being traded and he isn't going anywhere and he's going to retire a Sixer, why are we playing him this year as well? He's also hurt. He's also not playing well. Clearly there's something not right. Just IR him for the rest of the year with Embiid, tank the rest of the season, let Maxey just do whatever for the rest of the year. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And then just start over next year. Or
Josh Harris doesn't care about the Sixers. He's a Commanders guy right now.
Then honestly, if that's the case, then I don't want to waste our podcast time talking about them if nothing's going to change and this is the same. We have the same conversation every week about the Sixers, and at this point I can say that I don't want to hear it anymore, and I can bet whoever's listening doesn't either. they're an embarrassment of an organization, and I'm not even going to waste my breath anymore. So if after this, if you would like to talk about them and what's going on, I'll talk about Maxey, and that's about it. And I'll give an update about him. But other than that, the Sixers are a waste of time right now, and I'm not even going to waste our content on their existence because it's not even worth our breaths. Clearly, we're going to make the playoffs and lose in the first round. Even if we do win the whole thing this year, it'd be the luckiest thing I've ever seen, and I honestly don't even know if I'd be happy. I would be more shocked, if anything. And honestly, there's no shot on God's green earth that we're ever winning the finals this year or within the next 5 years. So Embiid and Paul George and Maxey will all just be wasted. Unless Embiid just miraculously gets a miracle cure and fixes everything wrong with him, and Paul George remembers how to play basketball, nothing's happening anytime soon. So it's just a waste of time, and I hate to be like that.
Definitely is not playing the basketball that you remember.
I'm not, but I don't blame Paul George either, though. He is also injured. He's been going through a lot, and he's not playing with how he even expected. He's playing at 5 when he literally says, "I'm bored." Yeah, because why is Paul George playing the center position? Why do we have 2 centers on our team who are both hurt? If we don't have a center who's healthy, then go get one and get rid of the rest. Why do we have 45-year-olds on our team who are at any point will break a hip on one cross? It's just the stupidest team I've ever witnessed. And I'm not even mad at Paul George. I'm mad at the whole organization. So I'm not going to count them as Philly. Let's go Knicks, honestly. Let's go Jalen Brunson and Villanova.
They are a poor-run organization, for sure.
So I'm not even going to waste my breath. I'm not even mad at the players anymore. I'm just mad at the whole other team. Like Nick Nurse, honestly, garbage. Fire him.
We'll see. The Sixers' top first-round pick is top 6 protected.
Oh, yes. So if we get the top 6, then they'll get it next year instead.
Yeah, the Thunder would get it next year.
Yeah. But, I mean, hopefully we suck enough to get a top 6 pick.
There are players coming out this year.
I'm about to say, I'll take Ace Bailey or...
Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper.
Oh, man, yes.
Cooper Flag. Obviously, you got to get the first pick. VJ Edgecombe. A couple other people. Obviously, we're in 8th right now, but never know.
Yeah, again, I don't even want to think about tanking because we shouldn't be tanking. It's just like the organization is shit, so let's not even waste our breath on them. The player, there's nothing wrong with any of the players except for the ones who are pushing retirement, and I mean like old age retirement, not like league retirement. Other than that, I have no problem with any of the other players. I don't have a problem with Paul George or Embiid or Tyrese Maxey. The organization is dog shit. Josh Harris is a shit owner, or whatever the hell he is.
Yeah, just an owner, Hopefully. Can't wait to see him at Lincoln Financial, hopefully crying next week.
Hopefully. So I'm not even going to waste our breath with them anymore. Next subject.
Well, that is all for your Philly sports, unless you got anything to add before we go on to the last topic.
Vote Maxey into the All-Star game. If anybody deserves it, it's that kid. Kills himself for this team. They don't even deserve it. He should be traded. Go let him win.
Some of the dunk contest people.
I did not. They had any good ones?
I mean, I don't know if they're good or not, but Stephon Castle, the Spurs rookie, he said he would do it.
He's got bunnies, so I think that's gonna be a good one.
And then there was someone else. Dunk contest. There was one other guy.
Do we think it's going to actually be entertaining this year, or do we believe that the 3-point contest will be more entertaining again as usual?
I don't know. Who they letting do the 3-point contest?
So, I mean, I don't know, but like anybody could shoot a 3.
Stephon Castle. Maybe he's the only one. I swear there was another person, but
I mean, the All-Star game is a couple weeks away, so they will be announced very, very soon.
Sure, they asked plenty of people. But
isn't this year the year they switched it to not an All-Star game anymore? It's like a 3-on-3 or something? Or no? Am I tripping?
You're probably right. They're doing something, I'm sure. Something weird. Something for...
I know hockey switched it.
To get more buzz and entertainment. Hockey does like 4 teams of 3-on-3. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 teams of... I think it's 4-on-4. I don't know. But everything's getting switched nowadays. I don't know. Maybe just play the game the way it's supposed to be played and don't worry about it. But whatever. Who am I?
Ben Johnson went to the Bears. If you didn't know,
The Bears. The offensive coordinator for the Lions left the Lions that fast after they lost.
Well, he was interviewing. Like all the coaches are interviewing right now.
But like
he interviewed for a lot of teams. Well, they don't usually.
Oh.
He still would have accepted it probably during, just like you remember Gannon.
Oh yeah.
It's like, but they always talk during the.
Well,
actually no, I think you can't accept it until you're out. Because
in division is crazy.
Yeah, so you can't accept it until you're out unless you're like a GM. Coaches have to wait. That's why sometimes if you wait too long, you get screwed out of the job.
In division is crazy.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. We'll see how that. I mean that division was so good in the regular season this year.
They were shit in the playoffs.
They were winless in the playoffs. So
they had an easy schedule, all of easy schedule. They played each other. That's why.
True.
When you gotta play the Bears twice, you better win.
Yeah.
I mean, we played the Giants twice. Sorry. Go ahead.
We do play the Giants twice. The Cowboys, them too. Oh, the Cowboys are the only NFC team to not make it back to the NFC Championship since
1996. Bless up. Let's keep it going.
And then the last thing we got, I think it's today, is National Cheese Day. Everyone likes some cheese.
Who doesn't love a good cheese?
Even if you're lactose intolerant, you eat cheese, I'm sure.
Me. All the time.
So, you know what?
I got it, bro.
You got your top and bottom three cheeses?
Absolutely.
Like that?
Absolutely.
Here we go. Let's hear.
We want to do top three first?
Sure.
Top three. One is mozzarella.
I agree.
2 is cheddar. Yellow cheddar.
I agree.
Not that white cheddar.
And
then
3.
3, I'm gonna go with just a good old Swiss Lorraine.
All right. I would probably go mozzarella number 1.
Yeah, mozzarella's elite. It's just
2. Give me provolone, regular, mild provolone.
True.
And 3. I don't know if we're talking about sliced cheese or any cheese.
Any cheese. I was just thinking
cheese that people know.
Yeah.
Well, if people do know, I would put Manchego.
Manchego, I agree.
But if we're just going normal cheese that goes on a sandwich or something like that, a 3, I'd go with Cooper Sharp.
Really?
I would throw some brie in, but people don't like brie.
I don't really like brie.
People don't like the spreadable soft cheeses that often.
Nah.
We got for bottom 3. I know your 1 is
Blue.
probably American.
Oh,
okay.
You're right.
Blue.
No, you're right. 1's American just because of that. 1's American. 2 is blue. 3 is sharp.
I'll go.
I cannot eat sharp. I've tried to have it.
Melted sharp. It's fine. I like it.
Melted sharp is definitely better. If you're having a hot roast pork sandwich and the sharp provolone melted already onto the meat, you're not even tasting it. It's not bad. Fresh sharp provolone on a fresh hot roast pork sandwich, I can't do it.
The smell of toenail,
dude. It's rough.
Toenail.
It's dank.
Bottom 3. I probably would go blue cheese. Yeah, I'll go blue cheese.
Fair.
I was gonna say cheese whiz, honestly, but
fair. No, you're right.
I don't fries, but it's definitely still not good. Cheese
no, you're
whiz.
right. No, you're right. I should have put that 3. That was a fuck up.
1, honestly.
True.
Blue cheese whiz, they're interchangeable at 1 and 2. And 3, sharp provolone is up there for sure.
I kind of want to change sharp provolone to cheese whiz now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd rather eat sharp provolone than cheese whiz. Cheese whiz might be 2, and blue cheese might be 3. And American's definitely 1 still, though, because fuck American.
I'd probably go with yellow cheddar.
As the worst?
Yeah. I feel like it's not good. It's not good, sliced. It's not good cubed. It's only good if it's like melted in a sauce or something.
Yeah.
Or shredded.
Nacho cheese.
So that's why I put it there.
So I really like it because what did I make? What was I making as a child? Melted cheese on top of it.
Taco,
Like
quesadilla.
you know when you like we used to have like leftover pasta in a container, and then I used to just like vodka sauce pasta, put it in a bowl, melted cheese on top, always nacho cheese. Don't know why.
Might be in there in the bottom three actually. Cottage cheese.
That's definitely, but like that's a known. No one likes cottage cheese. You're eating it for the health reasons, and I respect it. But don't tell me you like it.
You know what's actually up there? What did I say for my third cheese? Cooper
What?
Sharp?
You said yellow cheddar. You said yellow cheddar.
No,
oh,
no,
for
for
yours.
top
Sorry.
three.
Yeah, you said Cooper.
No, cut it. Regut in
True.
the top three.
Fair. I like regut. I can't have too much. As a lactose intolerant person, it hits me hard immediately. I feel it.
It's good even off the spoon, honestly.
No, it's a great cheese, but like I cannot eat too much. I feel ill when I eat too much. Like I feel it digesting until it's out of me. It's rough. So as a lactose intolerant person, it's good, but not worth the pain.
It's fair. Yeah.
I think that's all we have for this week, though.
Yeah, start you guys with what did we start with today? It started with all and
Chills.
cheese. Chills and cheese.
Chills and cheese. That'll be the name of this pod. Chills and cheese.
Hopefully next time we talk, we will be predicting the Eagles Super Bowl outcome. I honestly will be mad if they lose to the Commanders. More mad than if they lost to the Rams.
Would you have been more upset if they lost to the Lions than the Commanders? I think I'd be more upset if we lost to the Lions. I don't think I'd be upset if we lost.
Would have been in Detroit.
Oh, true.
They were the 1 seed.
True.
Technically.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
True.
if we played the Lions, it would just more be like a shootout.
True.
And whoever scored more would end up, obviously, whoever like had the ball last would have won. Whereas like the Commanders, we should be 2-0 against them, but it's fun. I think
you made a good.
I'll just be mad.
You made a good point though. As the 1 seed, and we're home.
Yeah. Now we're home.
Yeah.
Can't lose the NFC Championship at home.
Not in division. To a rookie. I'll be mad.
Rookie.
I'll be mad. You're right. I'll be mad.
If they lose, it's part of the script. I have nothing else to say. No one wants to see Commanders Chiefs Super Bowl. First of all, don't want to see Commanders Bills Super Bowl. So
I think I'd rather see Commanders Bills for sure. If it's Commanders Chiefs, not even gonna turn it on.
I think the Commanders are gonna get smoked either way. But who knows? Maybe not. Honestly, at that point, I would want the Commanders to win.
The Super Bowl, absolutely.
Over the Bills or the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, it's East. It's the NFC till we die for sure. If the NFC, if the Eagles don't beat the Commanders have to win the Super Bowl, or I will never respect the Commanders again. So
I think people want to see the rematch.
Eagles Chiefs.
I think I just want to see the Chiefs lose, honestly, but I think the rematch would get a lot of
viewership,
yeah. So we'll see. With that, thanks for drinking straight from the tap. We're UnPHILtered.